I tell you what, though, something we do know that's happening is there's a Lord of the Rings musical coming out. Everybody, this is happening, and we know we've talked about a lot of these musicals these days. This is GR's favorite story
A
right here,
lot
a
of
new musical
musicals. Yeah, a
coming.
lot of
I
musicals.
I feel like that's like the big trend these days. Like take a big
Cool.
franchise that's very popular, slap some music in that some bitch, and make a musical. You know what I mean? And even this, I read the description for this. It's going to the UK at first because the UK loves stage productions. So it's going to the UK. It's made at the Watermill Theatre. It will take place in a gorgeous, as they say, open air setting. Tickets for the Lord of the Rings go on sale March 15th. So if you want to watch Lord of the Rings, you want to see Frodo, it's time. Get in there, get those tickets. And you read the premise for this, it's pretty much just the story of Lord of the Rings. It really is. They're saying it's a brand new production based on the classic trilogy as the Hobbits celebrate Bilbo Baggins' 11T, first birthday. As he
11th
gives
first. Yeah, that's the
11th
joke.
it sounds like Snimity first. I don't know. As he gives his nephew Frodo his inheritance, which of course is the precious ring, my precious. He gives him my precious, and then the shenanigans occur on stage. So this is gonna be fun. Maybe if you love the Lord of the Rings and you want to see it in musical form, you can see it in the theater. It's only a matter of time until it comes here to the UK,
It is
of course.
Brian. It is a musical though to begin with, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like Rachel's
Well,
saying it'll be 10 hours long. Yes, she's
yes.
correct.
They already
G.R.
said,
Waters is saying, "Give me a break."
give me a
Yeah,
break.
because it's going to be a 10-hour musical. You're going to need a break. I
Rachel
understand that,
also
buddy.
said,
Yep.
Rachel also said, "Why?"
Why?
Yeah. I know.
I mean, it is. I would be remiss to not mention the fact that I have sung Tolkien songs. Like they're down to Goblin Town is present in the Lord of the Rings text, or it's in the Hobbit. It's already there. Like
That
so.
wasn't too long ago. We were just doing that
No,
too.
it was like last week, or like 9 days ago.
Do you think they'll use those songs, or will they try to change it?
They're gonna have to. I imagine
Right.
that they'll probably adapt them into a little bit longer and more traditional kind of
Down the Goblin Town.
What they can, yeah.
Sabrina be so pissed about the content tonight. It's kind of she'd probably be like, "What the hell, nerd day?"
She'll be happy. She'll say that we've created this safe space, and we're happy that we were able to talk about it. Yeah, but so, you're right though. Everybody's like expanding into the musical verse, which
Yeah,
is,
I know. It's insane.
I don't know. Is this a generational difference? Like, because I know that there's a big vibe. Like, I don't know if you talked to Lynn at all about this, but she's like, "Oh my god!" Like everybody starts singing immediately, and I check out. Like, I'm
Yeah.
a little bit less skeptical than that in general, but pretty much I'm the same way, unless it's going to be really super good. So you said tickets start selling March 15th. Do they have
Yes.
Do they have a launch date for this?
Oh, this
Beware
summer.
the Ides of March. Don't buy them.
Yeah, they haven't said the exact time, but it's just pre-sales right now. So pre-sales, get your pre-sales, and then we'll find out more once they close pre-sales. It's like in a week. So,
Jake,
but yeah,
you say beware, but I know you and me, we're just going to both grow our beards out. We're going to get our staffs. We're going to put on our big wizard hats, and we're going to be standing in line together.
For sure, of course. Yeah.
And they've done a form of this before, but this is like now grand scheme. You know what I mean? So they've done a form of this. It's been developing for a while, and it's only a matter of time until it comes here to the States. Jake, is this something that you would watch or take your family to, or do you think this is something you say hard pass on?
It's a 50-50 mix for me because we just went and watched Footloose, a musical, like at the college here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was watching it, I was like, I kind of want to watch the movie now, So it wasn't, but my wife and Charlie really enjoyed it, so we probably would go see it. Yeah. And if it is 10 hours long, I will need a break. Yeah.
Intermission.
It depends on how they.
There's 2 intermissions.
Did they ever talk about like what sequence the story would go through? Was it just following the book?
It's following
that's a
all
good
3
question. I wondered
movies.
the same
It's
thing,
following all 3 movies. It's following the whole.
They really can't push it. If you're pushing past like 3-4 hours, you're getting into Angels in America territory, and people are like, let me go smoke a cigarette. I'm not that interested in this show anymore, right?
But just think though, like They could condense that down to like all three of those movies into a play. They could do that.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could cut out, you know, to make it one full narrative. Honestly, you could do it easily. You know, you're gonna miss a lot of.
I'm upset that I wasn't the guy to do it, to just look at the scripts for the movies and go, boot, boot, cross out that, cross out
this.
Yeah, don't need this.
Let's bring this over.
Like, let's do the songs. Yeah. We're ready to
square
go.
root that sumbitch and put it out there. You know,
on stage. Let's start blocking. Yeah, honestly.
Well, I'm sure there are some people out in the world who don't watch film or TV, so going to the theater to see an iteration of a story, maybe that's the only exposure they'll have to it. So
it could be.
You know, just because I don't necessarily want to watch it doesn't mean other people won't. So it's interesting.
Yeah. It might open Lord of the Rings up to a whole new, you know, audience that just didn't really watch it before. I mean, people have to know about Lord of the Rings, but maybe no one wants to sit in the theater for 3 hours, 3 times. You know what I mean? They'd rather sit for like a 2-hour movie, have an intermission, or a 2-hour play, have an intermission, then go about their day. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So, Lord of the Rings, will Frodo throw that ring into the volcano, or will it be different? There might be a twist. You never know.